Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Thill, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing a Q&A. My last Q&A, you guys really enjoyed and haven't done one in a long time, so I thought I'd do another one to answer some of the most common questions. Hope you enjoy. Hey guys, how you doing? Before this video starts off, I'm going to be doing a quick giveaway, so if you want a Thill t-shirt, it's large and unisex. Please comment below that you want a t-shirt, and make sure you guys are subscribed. Next week, I have a really fun video coming out. It's somewhere in Chicago, so you guys will have to. He's been featured on the channel before, so you guys need to make sure that you stay tuned for next week's video. It's gonna be awesome. So we're gonna continue on in this video, and we're gonna do the Q&A segment in this video. I know you guys really enjoyed this video because the last one I made a long time ago has like 130,000 views. So I decided to redo it and answer some of the most common questions I get. So let's start. This one's from X Iris Boom X. How long did it take you to build a house? Some of you guys might know this answer, but it took me around a year and a half. Now, if you're doing it, it just kind of with my circumstances, that's how long it took. I didn't work on it every day, and I worked on it whenever my dad was able to help. But once we got the outside done, I basically, whenever I had time, I worked on it. So it was kind of on my own time inside. But if you were really seriously wanting to build it in a less amount of time, you definitely can do it. It's a really simple build, and with a few extra people or just by yourself working on it every day, you could probably get it done in 3 to 4 months. So just how long it takes certain people to build. So this is another comment I get all the time is, are you going to expand the tiny home? Swag Spartan said, that's really cool, dude, you should expand the house and make it bigger. I get tons of comments of people wanting me to expand this house and maybe put like a bigger tent on the outside. Always want me to expand this house, and I would if I was going to live in this house full time, because it is quite small. But I am building a second house coming up really soon, so I'm just going to make a second house that's going to be on wheels and built way better than this one is already. So I'm not going to expand this house. This is kind of like a practice house that I use to practice all my skills and see if I would like it or not for my second one. So no, I'm not going to expand this house. Mans More asked me how old I am. A lot of you guys, my most viewed video has almost 8.5 million views, and it says 13-year-old build a tiny home. So I'm now 14 years old. I think I started this YouTube channel when I was around 11. I started kind of getting into it when I was 13 and really pushing videos hard when I'm 14. So I'm 14 now. My birthday is October 29th, but yeah, I'm 14 years old. Just curious, but what are you using for power source? I get this comment a lot. I have a 3 seasons room. Like I'm in the back of my house right now, and in the front of my house to the right of it, there's like a room. You can see like my house, and there's the back room. We call it 3 seasons room. It's not heated or anything, but the owner before us had a jacuzzi in there, so there's like a high voltage outlet. And basically we just ran off of that, and we ran it in conduit all alongside the hill right here, and then right into my house right down here. Everything's professionally done, because I had one of my neighbors that lives up here. He's an electrician and a family friend, so he helped me out do this, and so everything's safely done. But he also made me do a lot of the work, so it was a good trade, and I kind of bargained with him. You can see that in other videos and in other articles. Do I live by myself? Tons of people think that I live in here by myself. I don't live with my family. No, I don't live in here by myself. When like normal day-to-days, I'm hanging out with my family in my own home. Yeah, I'm an old kid, and I just have a kind of a tiny house. Where do you use the bathroom, and where do you take a shower or a bath? I use the bathroom in my own house, and I use a shower in my own house. I don't go to the restroom or shower in here. But in my next tiny home, it's gonna be, a full-on tiny home. It's gonna have a shower, bathroom, everything. Here are a couple of funny ones. The 432 people that disliked are low-life communists. So that was interesting. But who paid for all this? I paid entirely all my money on this, and that will be the same through my second tiny home. I've had people donate stuff. I've had people, give me stuff, but I paid everything I paid for, and I either, got help from people by bartering with them and using different ways. I have a video on it, I think I made quite a while ago, or you can read articles that are online, and I think in my the tiny house tour video, I got over that a little bit too. I don't understand why people are resorting to living in these cramped, tight spaces. I know, it's just dumb, isn't it? Yeah. Not having a mortgage, or, you know, being able to go and travel. I know, it's kind of dumb, isn't it? But if you guys have more comments, these are some of the common ones I found on my YouTube channel. Go ahead and comment them below and I'll try to respond. Now, I do get a lot of comments per video, so if you want to get your comment answered, make sure to type it fast. A lot of people wonder what I use to film these videos, and so I'm going to use my phone and kind of show you the behind the scenes of these videos. Now, every video is a little different, but I'll show you some of the common stuff I use for these videos. So this is where I'm sitting. You can see the camera right here, the viewfinder, and then I have my microphone right here, kind of on a little gorilla pod. So my microphone's right there because the camera's kind of far away. But when I'm doing these talking videos, I either have the camera right here or I have the camera on the countertop. Sometimes I use this kind of extension cord audio cable to make my microphone go farther than just on top of the camera. But whenever I'm doing talking shots, it's normally on top of the camera like this. I have a tripod. This is just a Canon T4i DSLR. It's really good for beginners, and it does all I want it to do. I'm not doing a camera review or anything, but this is what it looks like. Over here I have some of my gear. It's kind of my camera bag. I have lens in here. This is kind of a zoom lens, telephoto. It's really good image stabilization. I don't use it too much for videos, so it's really zoomed in, but sometimes for montages and stuff I use it. I just have, this is where my camera goes. Just have a case of SD cards, some lens caps, and then over here is, I have this sometimes on there, but it depends what I'm doing. So if I'm going to like an event or anything, sometimes having my big DSLR with the microphone on it is really big. So I have a car charger for my camera batteries and some battery chargers, and then this is the kind of like smaller camera that I use sometimes. Here, let me get it out. So this is the camera that I started my YouTube channel with. It's just a Canon SX400IS. It's pretty cheap, and it's kind of a smaller camera. It has a really good zoom on it, but this is what I started my YouTube channel with. So I didn't have a big fancy DSLR. I paid for this camera. I paid for my newer camera, but this is what I started with, and it worked pretty good. But I just use it if I need a smaller camera to use. Hope you guys liked the video. I really enjoyed putting it together to answer some of you guys' questions. Tonight I have a few phone calls and some meetings that I scheduled. So hopefully we're going to be having some awesome tiny house festivals and tiny house related events coming up this summer. I know you guys are really going to enjoy. Get to see some really cool houses, and some of them have never been done before. So can't wait to see you guys in the next video, and I'll see you next. Bye. This is what it looks like every time I'm done shooting a video. My whole countertop is completely filled with all this camera gear that I have to put back into this bag.